Hello, parents. This one is for you. It's about purpose and your kids. It's an important message because oftentimes as a society, the emphasis is on, oh, what types of careers your child needs to pursue to be successful and to be regarded in your community by family. We tend to attribute certain positions, certain career paths as being highly regarded and highly respected. And what ends up happening is that we impose those pressures on children when in reality, each individual comes into this world with a certain sense of purpose that is meant to be geared towards going in a certain pathway. So it's essentially walking their purpose means that they have a unique role and a unique mission during their time on earth. And when they have this outside pressure telling them, no, like do this or do that, what ends up happening is that it creates this internal conflict within the child. And they're not getting the support they need to be successful in what they're meant to do. So, as parents, the honor that you get to have is to observe your child and identify what it is that is drawing attention to them, what things are like showing up in their life that they tend to gravitate towards. So those are really important things to pick up on. Obviously, a general education is super important. The K through 12 system, it needs to be emphasized on helping our kids be college and career ready by all means. But beyond just having a really good general foundation, it's also important to understand where kids stand and what's truly their calling. And the reality is that we can pretty much identify what a kid is meant to do pretty early on. Even when we look back in our childhood, we can think back to those experiences that were almost like little indicators, little foreshadowings of what was truly in alignment with us and what was meant for us to walk in our path. So the kid really knows inside the answer. They know their purpose. They might not be able to um, vocalize it, and they might not be able to know what career path that translates to. But that's where the parent comes in, and that is the beauty. If you can identify what are those things that your child is gravitating towards, support them in their general education, and also just be able to instill in them the confidence that they can pursue whatever path they're meant to pursue. That's really important because as a society we tend to be very much like, don't do any risk taking. But guess what? There's a bunch of us that are entrepreneurs out there that are meant to do that, and we have built in within us the capacity to be successful in that role. And so when we tell our child no, go for the predictable career path or only do this, then we are telling them we don't believe in them. And so we need to be very careful about how we support our children so that we can help them be well rounded and also help them encourage them to pursue the path that they're meant to pursue and help them de risk it for them, instead of being against the risk taking aspect of going in a different career path than what we would have wanted them to do. The question needs to be, how can we support them better in being successful in that career path? So observe them when they're young, observe them as they go through their teen years, and as they start into their career paths. See how you can be a support system to them, as opposed to putting so much pressure into them being something that they're not meant to do, and that if they try to do it, they're just going to be miserable. So keep that in the back of your mind. And, you know, no career path is ever going to be a straight line. I certainly took many twists and turns, and I can speak about that in another video when we talk about career pivots. But the point is that so long as you support your child in being able to listen internally to the path they're meant to take, to walk in their purpose, uh, you, that makes you a wonderful parent. helping them be successful in all aspects of their life, not just in their wellness, not just in their general education, but also in in terms of being a great human, but obviously also in helping them support their path in becoming the best version of themselves, which is going to include walking in their purpose. All right, that's the brief intro. Talk soon. Bye.